originally I thought I had, with the two of them, that was enough, and I bought the extra one just as spare parts, and I thought, well, I've got those motors, so I'll go berserk and build one more. So that's what I've done, and that's what I've tested this morning. So I'm on to my third build with the SpeedyBee. This is a version 4, and the reason I built this one is I really like these motors. I was given them a few years back by Raven from up in Queensland when he was getting out of Bugs 3 bits, and they've performed really well ever since. So I finally changed them over to fly with the SpeedyBee. So before I built this, that was the first version 4. I put it in a Bugs frame with Bugs motors, and that's good. But I suddenly realised I had those other motors sitting around doing nothing, so I decided to change them over. It's the one I've been flying and enjoying most. 7.5 inch HQ props. That's the first one I built. That's the V3, SpeedyBee F405 version 3, and it's a very fine bird. And yeah, so I've been out doing my first test. The weather's been too bad to fly for a couple of weeks at least, so I've been sort of doing things like updating hardware and software and building this. So I was really looking forward to my second flight in acro, but somehow on this flight I was a bit nervous. I've tested all the joints, all the solder joints, but I always like flying a new bird over land before I get out over sea. And I had intended to say to fly acro, but for some reason I wasn't feeling confident, so I flew this whole thing in angle mode. Though angle mode with the SpeedyBee is a much better experience than angle mode with the standard Bugs 3. But it was just great to get out again, and I just didn't feel like any kind of hassle or risk with this new build. So that's the way it unfolded. I love the sound of their motors. They just sound so smooth, particularly when they're under load and accelerating. And I thought it's a great spot if I have stuffed up any solder joints and they come loose. There's no tree to come down on top of, and as long as I avoid going over the side of the cliff, I should have an uneventful cruise, which is what I tend to look for with a new build. One thing I want to test here is coming in low up that path. With the Bugs 3 I've lost connectivity and fallen out the sky at times, just under the brow of the hill. Again, I'm noticing with ELRS no problems at all with reception at any range or with the minor challenging bits that I've flown in, so it gives me a lot of confidence. I think I'll cut out the commentary for now unless there's anything else that comes to me, and I'll just enjoy the sound of the engine, so the motors. But hopefully I've got enough builds now to see me out for quite some time. Just a few things to tune along the way. So that's it from me, and bye till next time. confident.